Hi everyone, Rana Sir is here. Welcome to our Rana Sir educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is the coordinate geometry. In the coordinate geometry already I have discussed with you about quadrant and sine of quadrant and also what is the distance formula between any two given points, and also I have also find the section formula by using in the ratio that is m into n, or in other words m1 is to m2. Now here I will explain one concept, and that is also available here, that is the trisection of any two given point. What will be the concept of trisection I will explain here, and then I will solve some questions which are also based on this topic. Now first of all I am going to give you some suggestion point and you positively follow it. First point is such that first of all you have to take one notebook and one pen, and then you have to sit at your location properly, and each and every information you have to write positively on your notebook. Okay student, now further I am going to also say you, if you are knowing this concept very good way, so you like this live video and also you subscribe this educational channel name is RANA SIR UP KUSHINAGAR, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students so that they can also improve their knowledge on this topic, or in other words we can say that they can also update and develop their knowledge on this topic. Okay students, so further I am going to explain it which is written on the blackboard. Okay students, so first of all I will say this is the class 10th mathematics, that is in English medium, and this is totally free online coaching classes. Therefore you take the advantage of this online teaching, and it is also based on NCERT pattern, and it is belongs to in CBSE board, because students who are reading in UP board, yeah, in Hindi medium, so that student can also, yeah, those students can also understand this concept, because this concept is also available in UP board exam. Okay students, only language is different but concepts are same. Okay, now this is the chapter number 6, whose name is the coordinate geometry. Here I have to explain coordinate geometry is very important, because here I have explained about the quadrant and also sign of the quadrant, and point will lie in the quadrant and are on the axis. All information, that is all concept of the coordinate geometry I have also explained, and also what is the distance between two given points, that concept I have already proved, and after proving, and I have also solved some question on that topic. Okay, now next concept I have also explained about the section formula, and that section formula I have interpreted here, and after interpreting, and then I have also solved some numericals on that topic. Now next point I am going to explain, that is the next concept I am going to explain, trisection of the given point. In this way I will say, if you are knowing section formula, so I will use same concept for getting the trisection of the given 2 points. Suppose that here I am going to explain. First of all I will explain. First of all I will describe the question. After describing the question I will explain the trisection of any 2 points, and then I will solve this question which is based on that topic. Now first of all I am going to read and you concentrate here. Here, written. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining this point and this point. Here only one line segment is given here, and that line segment has two end points, so both end points are given here. First point is this one and second point is this one. So we have to divide that line segment into three parts, and each part will have same distance. For example, I am going to say, suppose that this is a line segment and it has two end points. Each and every line segment has two end points, and these two end points are given here. One I am going to say A and other point is B. Now this line segment I will divide into three parts. So this will be first part, and this will be second part, and rest will be third part. So length, all these three lengths will be equal. So all these three lengths will be equal. It means that I will say if this length will be 1, so this will be also 1, and this will be also 1. In other words, we have to find the coordinate of this point and also coordinate of this point. First, here I will use two cases. Here two steps. In first step, I will say I am considering this point and this point I will forget for some time. So this length will be 1, and this length will be 1 plus 1, that will be 2. It means that in one step I will say, in first step, here first condition I will say I will find the coordinate of this point, and it is divided into ratio, that will be 1:2. Because if I will consider this point, so this point I will neglect for some time, and then I will use section formula for getting the value of, for getting the coordinates of this point. So this length will be 1, and this length will be 1 plus 1, that will be 2. So from this point to this point I will say length will be 2, and from this point to this point I will say that length will be 1. This is the first case. Now in second case, if I will say this is the line segment, and this line segment is drawn like this, and one point is A and another point I will say B. So this is the point, and this is also point. Now this length will 1, this length will 1, this length will 1. In first cases I have got this way. So this length will 1, and this length will be 1, and this length will be 1. So for some time I will forget this point. So I will keep the by using the section formula this coordinate. So the value of M1 will be 1, but here I will take the value of M2. The value of M2 is equal to 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. Means this length is 1 and this length is 1. So total length I will take, that will be 2. So in first case here, in first step here, I am going to say step number 1. Step number 1, I will say here I will use section formula. So this line segment is divided in the ratio 1:2. But in second step here I am going to say step number 2. Step number 2. In this case I will say, for some time I will forget this one and I will consider this one. So I will get coordinate of this point. So this length will be from here to there. 1 plus 1, that will be 2. So this length will be 2, and this length will be 1. So I will say I will use also section formula for getting its coordinate of this point. So that will be very easy. In step number 2 I will say the ratio will be 2:1. Okay student, so here in trisection we have to find the trisection of the given 2 points. So in first step I will consider the ratio will be 1:2, but in the second cases the ratio will be 2:1. Okay, students, so this information you have to remember, because this information you will remember. So later if any question will be asked according to the price section, so you can easily find. Okay, students, because you are knowing section formula very easy, that formula is very easy. You have to use only the value of M1 and M2. Here the value of M1 you have to consider the value of A1 you have to consider 1, and the value of AM2 you have to consider 2. And here will be opposite. The value of AM1 is equal to 2 and the value of AM2 is equal to 1. So the information you have to follow, and after following you have to get its value. Okay, student. So these are the information when we will get, when we will divide the line segment into 3 parts. And if line segment is divided into 3 parts, so I will say that is the price section. It means that there will be 3 portions, one portion, second portion, and third portion. Okay, students, so this concept I will use here for solving the written question. Okay, students, now further I am going to erase it, and one by one I will consider steps, and then I will evaluate its value. Okay, students, so here first of all I have to write this solution. So here student has to write solution. After writing solution, so student have to write the given information. Here step number 1. Step number 1. In step number 1 we have to find, this is the line segment and this point is given A, whose coordinate is written here 2, -3. So here I have written. Now this point will be B and its coordinate will be given here 4, -1. So here I will write 4, -1. Okay. Now this line segment is divided into 3 parts, 3 equal parts. So in these 3 equal parts, now here I will say this point is P and this point will be Q. So its coordinate will be, here I will say x1, y1, and here coordinate point will be x2, y2. So we have to find the value of x1, y1 and also value of x2, y2. So I will consider this length will be 1 and this length will be 1 and this length will be 1. Okay, student. So in step number 1 I will say that line segment is written like this. So this is the point A. Its coordinate is given here 2, -3, and this point will be, this point is B and its coordinate is -4, -1. Okay. Now this point I have to consider whose coordinate is B, that point is B and its coordinate value will be x1, y1. Now this portion is 1, so here I have to put 1, and this will be 1 plus 1, this will be 2. Now I will use section formula. After using section formula, I will get the value of x1 and y1. So this is very easy. So in the step number 1, we have to consider, this is the general condition, and from this general condition I have to consider 2 steps. In first step, I will forget for some time the coordinate of Q. So this length will be 1 and 1. This will be 2 and this is 1. It means that I will use section formula. I will say here the value of M1 which is equal to 1 and the value of M2 which is equal to 2. So now here I will apply the section formula. After applying section formula, I will get its value. Okay, student, now further I am going to erase this one, and after erasing this one I will solve. Okay, student, so this is the required portion I have written there. Now here I have, by using section formula, here I have to write by using section formula. Section formula. By using section formula, I will say x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the section formula, and in this question I will use section formula to coordinate of the point x. that is also written as y, that is also written as m1 y2 plus m1 m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So I will say this is the information number one. In this information number one, I will substitute here. I will consider here this is the x and this is the y, and here I will say this is the x1 comma y1 and this will be x2 comma y2. Okay, this is the x1 comma y1 and this will be x2 comma y2. Now I will use a section formula and then I will substitute the value of x1 y1 x2 y2 and also m1 and m2 in the equation number 1 after getting the value. After substituting we will get the abscissa value and also ordinate value, so that will be the coordinates of the point P. Similarly I will use second step, and in second step I will also follow the same condition, that is I will use the section formula for evaluating the coordinates of the point Q. Okay, so now this is the section formula I have written here. Now further I have to erase it and we have to write one statement, and we will follow that statement from the figure in the equation number 1, and then after simplifying I will get the value of x and also the value of y. Okay, student, now for the above information I am going to erase, and after erasing I will write one statement that will be as on substituting the values, after substituting the values of x1 y1 comma x2 y2 comma m1 and m2 in equation here I have to write in equation this information I am getting. In equation 1 we get, in equation 1 we get, so this information I will substitute in the equation number 1. After substituting I will find its value. Okay, student, now further I am going to erase the below information and then I will substitute its value. Okay, now further I am going to write the x. So m1, here m1 is 1 into x2 is 4 plus m2 is 2, so here I have to write 2. Now x1 is 2 divided by m1 plus m2 means 1 plus 2. Sorry. Similarly, I will write the value of y, that is equal to m1 y2 m1 is 1 where y2 is here minus 1, so here I have to write m2 is 2 and y1 is minus 3, so I will write here minus 3 divided by 1 plus 2. So these are the informations and I have to write it properly. Okay, now for the above information I am going to erase for further calculation. So here I have to find the value of x and also I will find the value of y. Now further I am going to write here x will be equal to 4 and then I will plus 2 divided by 1 plus 2, that will be 3. So I will write here 8 divided by 3. Similarly, I will find the value of y, that is the coordinate. I I will write here y is equal to 1 plus minus, that will be minus 1 1 the 1, and this will be plus minus, that will be minus 3 theta 6 divided by 2 plus 1, that it will be 3. Okay, students, further I will simplify. After simplify, I will write here minus 7 divided by 6 divided by 3 minus 7, because here it will be plus and it will also be plus, so I will take it 7, but it is both sign will change, so I will add and I will put same sign. So here minus minus is available, so I will add, and after adding I will put same sign, that will minus 7 divided by 3. Okay, student, so after solving I have got the coordinate of t, that is value of x, which is equal to 8 divided by 3. Similarly, I will say the value of y, that is minus 7 divided by 3. So I have used the concept of dissection, and then I have got the coordinates of the point P, that is written here 8 divided by 3, minus 7 divided by 3. Similarly, I will use step number 2 for getting the value of Q. So in step number 2, I will find the ratio 2:1, but in the step number 1, I have got the ratio 1:2. So I hope that you are doing very well. So you also like this live video, and then you subscribe this educational channel name is RANA SIR UP KUSHINAGAR, and you subscribe this channel more and more, and then you also share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also improve their knowledge on this topic. Okay, so further I am going to also find the coordinate of the point Q, because this line segment is divided into 3 parts. So in first step I have taken, this is the first part and this is the second part, but all these 3 parts are equal to each other. So one length, and one length. It means that one length I am considering here, and other 2 length I am adding, and then I am using the concept of section formula for getting the coordinate of the point P. Similarly, I will use the section formula for getting the coordinate of the point Q. So in that case, I will put the ratio, that will be 2:1. Okay, students. Now further, I am going to erase this one, and after erasing this, and then I will find the coordinates of the point Q. Okay, students. So further, I am going to erase the end of that part for the calculation. So here I will say. Here I will say this is the step number 2. In this case, I will say that is dividing in the ratio 2:1. That is dividing in the ratio 2:1. Here I am going to say that is dividing in the ratio 2:1. Now here I will say this is the line segment, and this line segment, this point has A and its coordinate is given 2, minus 3, and other point in point, that is B, and its coordinate is also given here 4, minus 1. So I will write here 4, minus 1. So after writing it, and then already line segment I have divided into 3 parts, and all these 3 parts equal to each other. This point I have written that is the P, and its coordinate will be x, y. So I have got P 8 divided by 3 minus 7 divided by 3. Similarly, I will say this is the point Q, and its coordinate will be x, y. Now I will use section formula. This length will be 2, and this length will be 1. So here I will say this is the x1, and this will be y1, and also here this will be x2 and y2. Now I will use section formula for getting its value. Now this point I am going to say, because after getting its value I will substitute in the diagram finally. So 8 divided by 3 and other the coordinate value is -7 divided by 3. Okay. Now again I will use section formula for getting the coordinates of the point Q. Okay, student, if you have any confusion or doubt or any issue, yeah, query, so you write your information in comment section and post to me. I will give the solution of your comment section. Okay, student, now here I am going to use the step number 2. Now by using section formula I can write, by using section formula I can write here, that is I will say x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, that is written in the bracket. So I have right here. Now the coordinate, the value of y is equal to m2 m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by, in the bracket I have to write here m1 plus m2. Okay, students, if you have any doubts, so write your information in comment and I will see you the information of your comment positively. I will reply. Okay. So this is the formula when any section, if any line segment is given and that line segment has end points, that is here end point is A and other end point is B. So I can also take any point which will fall between A to B. So here this line segment is divided into 3 portions and all portion has same length. So I have forget in the step number 1, point number 2, then I have used the section formula for getting the coordinate of the point P. Now here in the step number 2 I will forget the point number P and then I will evaluate the value of Q, that is the coordinates of the point Q. Now from this point A to Q, its length will be 2 and from Q to B, its length will be 1. Now again I am going to use section formula for getting its value. So again I will say this will be 1 I already I have assumed here, so I will say this will be the equation number 2 in the step number 2. Now again I will write one statement. In that statement I will say x, putting the value of x1 y1 x2 y2 and m1 m2 in equation number 1 for getting its value. So here in the value of m1 will be 2 and in the value of m2 will be 1. So this value I will substitute in equation number 2 for getting its solution. Okay, students, so that information I am going to write. Putting the values of x1, y1, x2, y2, m1 and m2 in equation number second. We have to put it clearly for getting its solution. In equation number 2 we get, so this information I have to substitute here. Okay, so we have to put the value of x1 y1 x2 y2 m1 and m2 in equation number 2. Equation number 2 is a value here. After substituting we will get its value. Okay, student, now I am going to create value information and I will put its value here. Okay, for getting its result. So here I will say x is equal to m1. The value of m1 is 2, so here I will put 2 m1 into x2. The value of x2 is here 4, so I have to put here 4. Now here plus is m2. The value of m2 is 1, so I will put here 1 and x1. The value of x1 is 2, so I will put here 2. Now m1 plus m2, m1 plus m2 plus 1, so here I will write 2 plus 1. So this is the information and all the values I have substituted in the coordinates of in x coordinate. Similarly, I will put the value for getting the value of y, that is coordinate on the figure. So here I will say that m1, the value of m1 is 2, y2. Here I will put the value of y2, that will be equal to -1 plus. Here I have to put m3, the value of m3 is 1 into y1. The value of y1 is -3, so here I will put -3. But divided by, I have to put here m1 plus m2, so the value of m1 is 2 and the value of m2 is 1, so I have to substitute it properly. Now after substituting, I will get this value. Okay student, now everything that I am going to erase for further calculation. Okay, so here after simplifying, I will write the value of OFC is 2 8 is 2 4 is 8. So here I will write 8 and plus here 1 2 is 2. So here I will write 2 divided by 2 plus 1, that will be 3. Similarly, I will get the value of y, that is 2 into -1, that will be -2. Here plus and minus, that will be minus, and 3 is to 1, that will be 3 divided by 3. Okay student, so with the information I have noted here, after writing it, we have to simplify it for further calculation. So here I will take the value of x, that will be 8 plus 2, that will be 10 divided by 3. Similarly, I will put the value of y, which is equal to -2 -3. So both have same sign, so I will add and I will put same sign, that is minus divided by 3. So according to this way, I have got the coordinates of the point Q, that is written. I have to substitute the value of x, that is written here, 10 divided by 3. So I will put 10 divided by 3 and the value of y, that is -5 divided by 3. So -5 divided by 3. So I have used section formula for getting 2 points which are existing between two given points. One point is A and another point is B. So I have got the coordinates of the point P, and also I have got the coordinates of the point Q, and P and Q lie in between A and B. So this is the required solution of my question. So I will say this is also answer. Okay. Now finally I have to make a line segment, and I will write all points which are available in the question, and also which points I have got from the solution by using the section formula. Okay student, now further I am going to erase it, and after erasing I will explain all information in the diagram. Okay student, if you are doing very well, so you like this video, and also you should subscribe this educational channel, and then you have to also share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Now I am going to put all information in the diagram. So this is the line segment, and this line segment to the point A is given in the question, that is written here 2, -3. Now another point, that is the B, and its coordinate is also given, and I have to write here, that is a value 4, -1. So I have written here 4, -1. Now this line segment is divided into 3 portions, and all portion has same length. So one portion is this one, and another portion is this one. So I will say these lines divided into 3 portions. So this length is 1, this length will be 1, this length will be 1, and also this length will be 1. So I will say this point has coordinate. I have written from here 8 divided by 3 minus 7 divided by 3. This is the coordinates of the point P. Similarly, I will write the coordinates of the point P. Already I have used the section formula for evaluating its value. After evaluating, I have got this value, that is 10 divided by 3. So here I have to write 10 divided by 3 here, minus 5 divided by 3 is a value, so I have to put here minus 5 divided by 3. So this is the final answer of my question. So each and every student has to follow this concept for getting the points in between the given points. Okay, student, in other words, here a line segment is given and a line segment has two end points and two end points is also given here. Two end points are also given here. Now we have to find the trisection points. It means that between line segment I have to partition. I have to take partition into 3 parts, and each part will have same length. So I have used here two cases. Here two steps. In one steps I have considered one point in between A and B, that is the end points of the line segment, and then I have assumed length will be same, that is here one unit, and that is one length, x length. And then I have eliminated one point, and then I have used section formula for getting the a point which is like in between the line segment. So similarly, I have used two steps and for getting 2 points between the line segments. Okay, students, so this is the required solution of the given question. I hope that you are doing very well, and if you are getting any confusion on this topic, so you write your information, that is your comment, in the comment section, and I will see your comment, and positively I will reply. Okay, students, if you are doing very well, so you like this live video, and also you subscribe this educational channel name is RANA SIR UP KUSHINAGAR, and also you share this live video with your college friends and students, so that they can also improve their knowledge on this topic. Now this is the required concept of the coordinate geometry, and I have already explained it to you. Now next question I have to take here, and for solving that question from the textbook. Okay, students, so you concentrate here. I am going to take another question from the textbook for solving its, for giving its solution. Okay. So this is the required solution. If any line segment is given and that line segment is divided in the same ratio, so you can get its solution very easily. Okay. Now next question I have to take from the coordinate geometry, which is based on this topic. Now further I am going to create question and its solution for writing another question, and also explaining the solution of required question. Okay, student. Now further I am going to erase it. After erasing, I will write its question, and then I will provide its solution. Now next question I am going to take, find the value of y. Here I have to find the value of y. This is the question number 2, and here I have to write find the value of y. Y is the value of coordinate. Find the value of y if the distance between the points, if the distance between the points, distance between the points 2 comma y, 2 comma y and 2 comma y and 4 comma minus 3, 4 comma minus 4 comma 3 each 10, each 10. Okay student, here we have to find the value of y. Okay, now we have to find the value of y in this case. So student, this is the coordinate geometry, and in coordinate geometry there are many questions can be asked. So those questions I am going to explain with you. First of all, if any point will be given, so you have to find that point will lie in which quadrant or in which axis. And another point, if 2 points will be given, so one question will be written there, find the distance between given points, and that distance will be perpendicular distance between 2 points. That is called the perpendicular distance from a point to the point. And another question can be written as, you find a point which lies between anywhere in between given points A and B. So these are the questions and we have to find it. And another question like that, find the value of y between the points this one and this one is 10. So here distance is given, so and points is also given, so we have to find the value of y. So that this is the point, and one point A whose coordinate is given 2 comma y, and other point is also given, and point is B, and whose coordinate is also given minus 4 comma 3. And now the distance between these 2 point A and B, that is given here 10. So we have to find the value of y. What will be the value of 5? We have to find. Now one point is this one whose coordinate, one point is A whose coordinate is 2 comma y, and another point is B whose coordinate is minus 4 comma 3. Now the distance between these 2 points is given here, so we have to write here. Now further I will write this solution. Here we have to write solution properly, we have to give this solution. Here I will say by using distance formula, by using distance formula, by using distance formula, by using distance formula, I will say KB will be equal to, here I will write x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now here this formula, this explanation I will do here. This will be x1 comma y1, the value of x1 is 2 and the value of y1 is 1. Now here I have to put here x2 comma y2, x2 comma y2, the value of x2 is minus 4 and the value of y2 is 3. So all these informations I will substitute here. After substituting, and I have to say this is the equation number 1. AB, from A to B, his name is 10. I have to write one information on putting the values, here I have to write one taking the value of x1 comma y1 comma x2 and y2 and y x2 y2 and AB, length of AB. Here I will say length of AB. Length of AB. The length of AB in equation. Here I will write in equation 1. In equation 1 we gave. So the information I will substitute. After substituting, I will take this value here and I put in equation 1. In equation 1. Okay. So on putting the values of x1, y1, x1 comma y1 comma x2 comma y2 and length of AB. So length of AB in the figure is given. The length, the point A is here and the point B is here. The length of AB is 10. So this value I will substitute in equation number 1 and then we will get its value. Okay, students. So further I am going to remove above data for further calculation. So here I will say the length of AB that is written here 10. So I will get 10. Now is square root. I will substitute here the value of x2. The value of x2 is minus 4. So I will write here minus 4 and minus is a value in the question and then I will write here the value of x1. The value of x1 is 2. So I will put here 2 and then I will put here square and then here I will put it plus and then y2. The value of y2 is 3. So here I will put 3 minus y1. The value of y1 is available here y and then I will take its square. I will take its square. So this is the information where I have substituted the value of x1, y1, x2, y2 and length of AB in equation first from the figure and then we have got this expression. So I will simplify this expression. After simplifying this expression I will get the value of y and that is given in the question. Okay student, that is the solution of my question. So further I am going to give zero data for further calculation. Okay student, if you have any doubt, so you ask in comment section and possibly I will reply the solution of your comment. Okay student, so here I say 10 here I will write imply that 10 is equal to, here I will put square root. So this will be, this is minus and this is also minus. So if sign is missing, so I will take sum and I will put same sign. So here will be minus 6 whole square and here I will say this is a minus b. In algebra I know they important for identity and that identity is an student has to know properly. So a square, here I have to write a square minus 2ab and then here I have to write b square. Okay student, that formula here I have to write. So here it will be 3 square minus 2 into 3 into y plus y square. So I have to write this information. Now further I will simplify it. After simplifying I will write here 10 which is equal to 2 square root. I will put minus 6 whole square and this expression I will simplify. This will be 9 and this will 2 just 6. Add 6y and here will be y square. Okay student, now further I will go to simplify this one. Minus 6 is written is square again, so I will here minus 6 into minus 6. So here I will say because minus 6 has power 2, so here I can distinguish like this: minus 6 to the power 1 into minus 6 to the power 1. With this will be same, so power can be added. So here I will multiply plus minus into minus is multiplication will be plus and 6 into 6. So 6 is the 36. So I will put there 36. So here I am going to put there direct 36. Now here 9 is available, here minus 6y is available, and here plus y is available. Okay, y square is available. So these information I have to write, and in the left hand side I will put k. Okay, students, if you have any doubt, so you ask your doubt, comment, issue in the comment section, and positively I will reply. Okay, students, so you concentrate on this topic further. I am going to write one statement, that is statement. After simplifying it, and after simplifying, I will write one statement, and then I will solve that. So here I will put k, here I will see this will be 36 and this will be 9, so both has plus sign, I will add. So here I will put 9 plus 6, that is 9 plus 6, that will be 15, 5, and 4 plus 1, that will be 3 plus 1, that will be 4, and here I will put minus 6 y plus y square. Okay, students, if you have doubt that you ask the solution of this question in comments, so I will explain there in detail. Now here I will say this is the equation number. In this case I have not assumed any equation number. Also I will say this will be equation number 2, because in equation number 1 I have assumed previously. Now I will say one is squaring both sides of the equation number 2, and then we get, I have to write here one statement. That statement is very important. Okay, for the solution I am going to erase so given the information. So here I will write on squaring both sides of the equation number 2 we get. So this information I have to write here. So I will put here square. So 10 square, which is equal to 45 minus 6y plus y square. I will take it square here. I will take it square. So here I will put square, and then after putting its square, then further I will simplify it like this. 10 is to 10, that will be 100. Here I will put imply that, and this will be always student in this information, because this is very important. We will do it variable, so you can put here 1 by 2. Okay, students, so you concentrate here. I am going to use 5% here 6. 45 minus 6y plus y square. So here in the place of square I will put 1 by 2 into, and 2 is element, so I will multiply with 2, because x to the power m to the power n is element, so I will put here x to the power m into n. So multiplication will be there, so I will cut this 2 into this 2. So further after simplifying, I can write 100 is equal to 45 minus 6y plus y square. So this is the information. Now this information I will put in left hand side, and this information I will put in the right hand side, so there you will change in my question. If all terms from the right hand side I will put in the left hand side, and all terms from the left hand side I will put in the right hand side, so there you will change in my solution of the question. Okay, so further I am going to be the question. So here I am putting here 45 minus 6y plus y square, which is equal to 100. Okay, now further so I am going to arrange it like this: y square minus 6y plus 45, which is equal to 100, because able information I can arrange like this. Where we mention in the question now 100 I will take in left hand side, because in the left hand side 100 has plus sign, it will come in left hand side, so it will be negative. So I will put here y square minus 6y plus 45 minus 100, which is equal to 0. So this information I have to write there. Now further I will simplify. After simplifying y square minus 6y, here I will write 7. Here I will write 10 minus 5, that will be 5. Here will be 9. So here 9 minus 4, that will be 5. So 5, that is equal to 0. Okay. Now further I will take its factor. I will take its factor. Now this is a quadratic equation, and this quadratic equation has variable in y. So I will get two value of y, because here I have to find the value of y. So this is a quadratic equation. With this quadratic equation I will solve. So after solving I will get its value. So quadratic equation, you are knowing very well how we have to get its product. So here I have to get the value of a into c. Here the value of a is 1 and the value of c is minus 55. So modulus sign will give its positive value, so it will be 55. I will take its two factor, that is 11 into 5. So I will subtract from 11 minus 5, that will be here minus is 0. So I have to subtract. So one factor will be 11 and other factor will be 5. So 11 minus 5, that is I have to put here minus 5. So 5 minus 11, I will find its coefficient will be minus 6. So the coefficient of y is a value minus 6. So one factor will be 5 and other factor will be 11. So according to this way, I will do this factor. That is factorization. So here I will write imply that y square is equal to 11 minus 5 into y minus 55, which is equal to 0. So if I will subtract 11 minus 5, that will be 6. So there is no change in the question. Now further I will use its multiplication. So y is multiplied with 11. So 11 into y, and y is also multiplied with 5. So I will put here 5 into y, and I will write it in curly bracket. So I will put here 0. So further I will simplify. After simplifying I can write like this. So y square 11y plus 5y minus 55, which is equal to 0. Which is equal to 0, because it has long times last. So I will keep long times of last, because after solving this question and then I will terminate the communication with you. So you concentrate on this topic for getting its solution, how I am going to solve it. Okay. Now here we have to take this two term, one place, and this two term in other step. So here in this two term I will take y common. So in here will be y and here will be minus 11. Now here I am going to take 5 common. In other words, we can write 5y minus 11 into 5. We can write, because 55 we can write like this, 11 into 5. In next step I will take 5 common. So further I am going to write like this, imply that y, and here y minus 11 will be taken, plus here 5 I will take common. Here will be y and here will be 11, which is equal to 0. Student, you clearly understand this term and this term also common. in both terms. This value y minus 11 and y minus 11 again will be common. So I have to take common. After taking common, I will say the y value will be like this. So in one bracket I will write y minus 11, and in the second bracket I have to write y plus 5, y plus 5, which is equal to 0. So this is the factor of the quadratic equation. When I have used the distance formula for getting its the value of y, because distance between A and B, that is given here, 10, and coordinate of A is also given, and the coordinates of the point B is also given. So I have used distance formula for getting the value of y. So after applying, so I have got a quadratic equation, and that quadratic equation I have solved. So I have got this these two factors, that is y minus 11 and y plus 5, which is equal to 0. Now here we will do case. Case number 1. If I say y minus 11, which is equal to 0, means this term can be 0, this term can be 0, this term can be 0. If any one will be 0, so its left hand side will be 0, because right hand side will be 0. So in first cases I have to put here, if x y minus 11 which is equal to 0, it means that here I will put y is equal to 11. So this is one information. Now I have to put here case number 2. Case number 2, here condition number 2. Here I will written if 5 plus y plus 5 which is equal to 0, if any term which will move from left to right, its sign will change, because it has plus sign, it will go to right hand side, it will have minus sign. It means that I have got two value of y. One value of y is 11, and second value of y is minus 5. So these two value will be for this coordinate of the point A. If I will take the value of 11, and then I will get the distance between A and B, so I will get length, that length will be 10. Or if I will take the value of y, which is equal to minus 5, here I will put minus 5, and again I will use distance formula. After using this distance formula, I will get its value will be 10. Okay, student. So according to this way, I have got the value of y. One value of y will be 11, and other value of y will be minus 5. Okay, students. So this is the required solution of my question. According to this way, any question of the coordinate geometry we can easily solve by using the distance formula, a section formula, or any point which are available in the quadrant. Okay, student. So if you are getting any question, so you write me comment in the comment section, and I will see the comment positively. I will give the solution of your comment. Okay, student. And one additional information I am going to say you, if you need to read mathematics class 12, so in my YouTube playlist, and you will find the class 12 mathematics will be there, and one by one you can also read like function, trigonometry, algebra, integration, differential equation, many solution of the question I have prepared there, and I have uploaded, and you can read from there easily. And if you will have any confusion, so you ask in by writing in comment section, and I will see your comment, and then I will reply positively. Okay, student, because mathematics is very easy. And similarly, if any student who needs to read physics class 12 physics, so you can also read there, because each and every information, each and every chapter I have described there, theory and also numericals I have solved and uploaded there. From there you can also read. Okay, like first chapter meaning is static, that is I have already explained about the concept of Co-ordinate, and also some questions I have also solved and uploaded there, and also the in the and also Vidut Sekhtivika in the NCERT. I have already prepared and uploaded there. That is very easy. That is a video in very easy way, so you can learn each and every chapter clearly. That is also Vidudhara is available, and also Vidudhara or Chumaki Prabhav already I have prepared and uploaded. Okay, student, if you will read in Hindi medium, part of 12th mathematics or 12th physics, you can read there easily. And this is class 10th mathematics. I am teaching you online. That is the free online coaches classes, and you take the advantage. You take the advantage and simultaneously you subscribe this live video, and also you share this live video with your college friends and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Okay, dear audience, always I will be online. That time slot is like this. 10 past to 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 15 minutes past to 8 p.m. That will depend on the question. If question will take too much time slot, so I will give time slot for completing the question. Okay, student, and then I disconnect the communication with you. Okay, dear audience, thank you. Okay, thank you for watching, students, and also write all your informations in your notebook for the further revision. I will meet you with you on the next day on the same time. Thank you. Jai Hind.